What's at stake is safety and lives, period. We like to ensure that the kids that come here for their special time at Camp Kindle are 100% safe. We understand that when they're here and this project's done properly, they're going to get out of the building alive if anything terrible was to happen.
So Camp Kindle has been in operation here since 2010. We bought the site, and our core programs are for kids who are affected by cancer. Also their siblings, and as well as kids whose parents are affected by cancer and are in the middle of that journey as well. That is what the camp is for, is to give them some time away from the hospitals and all of those crazy things, and to have time to just be kids in an environment where there's other kids who understand exactly what they're going through. Fire safety is so important out here. First of all, we're not just down the block from a fire hall, and so being able to have safe buildings for our kids is so vital.
Without fire stopping, if you had, say, a 10 by 10 room and the room beside it was on fire, and there was maybe a pencil-sized hole in the wall between the rooms, that room would fill up with smoke to the point that you can't see really in front of you in around 5 to 10 minutes. We always recommend to choose a qualified fire stop specialist for your buildings and your projects. There's a lot of unknowns that can happen in a project. If you feel like putting some caulking on the wall and having it pass inspection that way is going to be fine, you might really be missing out on protecting your building. There's a lot of different places where you have to choose different systems. Every single thing that we do is tested by UL to make sure that it will pass in a fire. So if you're not using the right depth of caulking, the right materials, in a fire, your building will for sure fail, and that could be loss of life. It could mean loss of property damage, and require a lot of costly fixes. But the main thing is life safety and making sure that your passive protected systems are in place and properly installed by a qualified professional. Shoemaker has been a great help. They are a resource of information, and they always are there. If I have questions about product applications, they can help point me in the right direction.
Well, there's a misconception out there where a lot of people think a tube of caulking is a tube of caulking, but working with an experienced contractor like Beyond Thermal on a project like Camp Kindle is important, because you know the right material is going to get installed for the right application. You're in safe hands on this project. You got great companies on here that we worked in turn to help these kids at Camp Kindle with Buildit and with Beyond Thermal, to know that they can enjoy their time and not have to worry about the life and safety aspect of their kids' health.
Shoemaker Drywall, we value life and safety first and foremost. We think fire stopping is the final crucial piece of the puzzle in that building as a level of protection to ease everybody's mind to make sure it's a safe space.
We want to make sure everybody gets home to their families
Each and every time.